Joe Pronte, my man at South Suburban Parks and Recreation, out near where I used to live, found me another tree. I'm not sure about this one, but let's take a look, shall we? She's a big one, particularly big at the base here. Let's take a look. Now, I obviously don't have the whole base here. This one looks like it's been down a lot longer. He said last fall. I guess he means a year ago last fall. The first thing that jumps out at me is this critter hole. It is considerably big. I believe something's probably living in there, and that will be a factor in whether I use this tree or not. However, as funky as this all looks down here, it's pretty solid most of the way. There's some hollowness down here, but I believe that's just from the ends, like that one. But it could be hollow in there more. So what we would have to do, for sure, that would be the top of the canoe. But I think I have enough here to have an end on it. I really do. So that's a big guess right now, and I didn't bring my ads, so I'm going to have to come back down here with the ads. I knew I should have brought it, and I was stupid not to. But anyway, going down into the woods here. This is a little creek here that's beautiful. It's flowing nicely, and that feeds the Platte River, that feeds the Missouri, that feeds the Mississippi. That water goes all the way to the ocean. Just FYI. This was a pretty massive tree. Like I said, it looks like it's been down a little longer, but it's pretty good size. Let's see. I'll stand next to it here, give you an idea. But it's pretty big. Now again, this check along the top here coincides with this hole, and it's hollow a good ways down here. Okay, it stops before the tree Y's, and that's where I would have to make the other end of it anyway. So all it's doing is saying this has to be the top of the tree. It seems very solid underneath, very, very solid, and in all honesty, the checking's not that bad. Let's take a look at the other side. Now, it looks worse than it is. Okay, I'm quite sure of this. Again, I should have brought my ads, and I will, and we'll take a better look next time. It's got a lot of small checks, but none of them go the length of the canoe. None of them are that bad. I really think this is all on the outside of it too. I think if I dig down just a little bit, I'll be taking all that off, and I might have a nice tree underneath. So again, I need my ads to determine this, but if you take a look, this is kind of the side of the canoe here. This would be the starboard side. This part's too small. It's too narrow. But here, give you an idea. She's as big or bigger than Naughty, I think, width-wise. So she's absolutely doable as far as that goes. Again, the hollowness comes up to about here, so that's really not bad. I've got room to work this end. The stern's going to be solid. There's no question. There's only a question in the bow, and it looks to me like we got enough to make a bow. So that's what we're looking at here. Pretty nice you know, this rotted part, we dealt with that with the big cedar last year, and it just chops out easier is all. And the key is not having it rotted all the way through the end. And again, I need my adze, but we'll take a look at that. This end looks fine because it is solid in here. It's not bad at all, and so it's hollow there, but it's tight here. So I really believe that I've got a solid end of the canoe. I've got a couple of feet to work with here, so it'd be a small one, it'd be a short one, a 1 or 2 man canoe. But I think I got enough for a 10 or 12 footer anyway, and that's good enough for me. It's a shame I got to come back, but not really. I spent 2 days with Naughty before I made a decision, and it just makes sense to do it. And I just had to look at that end a little bit better and determine if I have a solid end. If I don't, I'm not going to do it. And I want to see if there's a critter in there and determine that one too, because, you know, maybe this thing's just a critter tree. But in all honesty, she doesn't look bad to me. That's roughly the top of the canoe that you're looking at right there. So you're looking from the stern out to the bow. That's what she would look like. Roughly. Anyway. What do you think? Canoe. I'm not sure, but this might be a little dry creek running along next to this thing. I kind of like that it's near the water. I really do. That could be a sign. I'll be back to take a better look at this bad boy. It doesn't look pretty, but you know, I see beauty. Might see a canoe. The tree's gonna have to tell me. Beautiful day out here though.